because a will is good, but it's not ironclad. It can be contested, but we have a trust in place, and then it can be living trust or one that's irrevocable. The families that are wealthy, that you say that the wealth never goes away, no matter what. If one kid becomes a drug addict, whatever, their money always stays because they have an irrevocable trust. It doesn't matter who comes in that family that trust cannot be touched or changed. It precedes them for generations. That's how that person protects themselves. That whatever I've worked hard for, my family is going to be the one to inherit it. And I trained somebody in there with me, in the room with me, to know what is going on. So if I'm no longer there, they will continue that and pass it on and pass it on.
I love it. That's really good too. Noma, um, where do you start if your goal is long term stability and not a quick fix? How early do you think someone should start planning for this kind of an impact? Like, where do you start and how early?
I think when we have conversations about inheritance, people talk about actual assets and tangible things. And I think one of the most important things about inheritance is that your children inherit good habits. And that's something that you have to instill: good values, good habits, discipline. Because the truth is, if you lose your money, you lose everything. But you have the good habits and you have the discipline and you have the know all of how to do it, you can recreate it. You see that with, I know this is probably a bad example at this particular time, but people like Donald Trump, who you hear about him filing for bankruptcy and then he's still a millionaire, billionaire, and other wealthy people, they can lose it and then in a matter of time, they're back up on top. And that's because it doesn't have much to do with the actual wealth, the tangible things. It's about inheriting that mindset, the knowledge, the systems, all of those things. So I think that's the biggest inheritance that you can give your children, is just instilling in them that knowledge, those habits, the discipline. And of course, you're going to need to protect yourself with the trust. You do need insurance, if some, especially if you're the one earning everything, and insure yourself for a lot of money and insure your things. But I can't stress enough that what you pour into your children is way more important than the tangible things that you'll actually give them.
I love it. All right, let's do our final video, then we'll come back for final thoughts.
Family on the same page.
I recently had a conversation with some family members who are still struggling and living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm like, I can help all these people in the world. Why won't you allow me to help you? And so I called a family meeting, and everybody came to my house.